So we have an innovation that we're working with from a company called AVSS based out of New Brunswick. They make smart parachutes. And so the parachutes are able to deploy from a fixed point in the air, whether it be from a plane or a drone or otherwise, and then land at a precise point on the ground with a useful payload. So that could be medical, that could be emergency response, could be food, could be gasoline for a snowmobile that's run out, really whatever the situation needs. We thought this was a really great occasion to see if the technology is able to stand a challenging real-world situation as well as challenging environmental conditions like the cold and the wind. It looks like a quadcopter, and then underneath it is a large canister which has a parachute attached to the top. So we will dispatch the drone to GPS coordinates, maybe associated with a lost snowmobiler. The drone flies out to that location, and then the canister drops off, parachute deploys, and then the parachute takes consideration of other factors like wind and whatnot, adjusts itself on the way down, and I believe it's 95% of the time will land within 5 feet of where it's trying to go. The tests themselves are usually focused on some new prototype in the transportation space. Could well be something that we want to validate for ourselves as a department. Maybe it's a tool that we want to add to our kit. In other cases, it's something new and exciting that we'd like to get ahead of. So maybe it's used in really particular circumstances now on a trial basis, but in the future it could become commonplace. We'd like to know as much as we can about it early on so that we're ready for it when it does become more commonplace. We think there's a lot of potential for it, so we want to be here to understand all the ins and outs of it. But right now, it's extremely difficult to get helicopters places. Sometimes they're grounded due to conditions. Sometimes you just don't have them available because they're missioned with other things. If we're able to find technologies that can bolster the ability of people to use the air to get emergency supplies to people, it could be a real force multiplier for search and rescue.